Hi, everybody. My name is Trevor. This is Sidepiece Motorsports YouTube channel. This is Abel, my son. He's 12 years old.
Hopefully it'll take off good when I'm here being the cameraman.
He's my cameraman. He's my sidekick, my crew chief, Mini Trev, as some would call him. This is our YouTube channel that we are going to show the builds that we do, the repairs that we make around the shop, and just fun stuff. Uh, who knows how far this will go, but we're going to enjoy it every bit that we can and just have a good time. Uh, we were going to start this a long time ago and we never did. And right now just seemed like a good time to do it because we are building some trucks for some events this year and just want to have a good time with it. We want to showcase the people that we work with, the products that we use. DDPM is one of the places that we use. Paul over at DDPM is super knowledgeable. He has a great company and great products. I can be the first to attest to that because I just recently rebuilt the motor in my 2008 F450. It's on its third motor. First time I've actually built a motor for it. So hopefully this time it does good, but we're using all of Paul's products. We got pistons from him. We got the whole rebuild kit for bearings, Paul's heads. It's got a stage 2 DDPM cam in it. I literally put somewhere between 20 and 30 miles on that truck before I hooked up to a gooseneck trailer and took off to Washington to pick up Herbie from PKP Motorsports and this truck that you see behind us for an event that we're going to. You'll hear me talk about that a little bit later. Uh, what are we doing this year?
We're going to the Arizona race. I don't remember what it was
The
called.
Blue Collar Race in Phoenix, Arizona, which is also the first NHRDA race of the year.
We're going to that one. The 72 fast class at UCC.
Yep, we are going to do 72 fast this year at UCC in Indianapolis. Herbie is also going.
And then that's all the racing ones. And then the Shorty we'll be taking to the Dyno Day that Lyle's putting on from Daily Driven Performance. And then
we're going to take it to ITI,
Idaho
Truck Invasion in July, do some burnouts.
Probably some more. There's lots.
We are, things off the top of my head that I'm pretty positive we are going to do is obviously the race in Phoenix, the 72 fast race. We are actually building 2 different trucks for that race. You'll hear more about all those, or for these races, I should say. We're building a 6-liter for the Blue Collar race in Phoenix, and we are building a 6.4 for the race in Indianapolis, the 72 fast race at UCC. We are actually going to race that, and then that truck is going to go on to do other races throughout the year and show up at some other events. We're hoping that by the time Idaho Truck Invasion comes around, we're going to have both of these race trucks. One of them is going to be kind of a street/race truck. The other one's going to be a dedicated race truck. We're hoping to have both of those, the Shorty and my wife's personal truck, at ITI this year, just to kind of show off the fun stuff that we like to do. Not too positive how many of those are actually going to make it to the shows, but the race trucks are first and foremost right now, along with some other projects that I have, like finishing one of my best friend's tow rigs so that he can have his personal truck back because it's sitting in the parking lot right now getting rained on as we speak. Anyways, this whole channel is just for me and Little Man to have a good time. As you see, Herbie from PKP Motorsports, his truck is in the background. We intentionally did that because we wanted to show Paul's logo while we were talking. Some other companies that we work with, if you are familiar with Herbie and his channel, SoCal Billet, Larry, he takes care of us for all of our compound needs, our piping needs, up pipe needs, a lot of different things. Those are the 2 big companies that I will say I know of these guys because of Herbie, and I absolutely love them. They've got great stuff. They're great people. And as Herbie would say, we try to work with the best in the industry. I want to get more kids involved in diesel racing, legitimate racing, and just the diesel industry in general. So that's a lot of what our channel is going to be about. And obviously doing things with Herbie. He's my best friend. He's family. He is a brother to me. We want to do a lot more stuff with him. So you'll see him on my channel. You'll see me on his channel. It'll go back and forth. His slow truck that's sitting in the background here is going to be on the trailer with our truck, and we're towing both of these trucks down to Phoenix to race and have a good time, and hopefully show him that ours is faster. But we'll see how that works out. We're going to tint his windows for him while it's here so that the sunlight doesn't kill his tall ass while he's racing, and you can see his logos in the back window more. Anyways, we're just going to have a good time with this. That's all it is. Sidepiece Motorsports, if you're in the Boise area, our shop is Boise Emergency Vehicle Repair. We do repairs on everything. We work on all diesels. If there's anybody that sees this and is a Ford fanatic and wants to know how to work on something or needs tips, tricks, that kind of thing, leave a comment and I will see what kind of video I can make. I am a Ford certified technician, factory trained. I work on everything, gas and diesel, but diesel is my forte. So if there's a power stroke that somebody is wanting to learn about or see something in particular, leave a comment. We will see what we can do. Yeah, like I said, we're going to have a good time. We're going to make this happen and see where it goes. That's all it's about. Anything you want to add?
Pretty much, I'm, as you said, sidekick, but I do work on a lot of the stuff, especially the 6.0s, because I love them, and I have one of my own right there, even though I'm 12 years old. But I love that truck, so when I first got that, I started working on all of the 6.0s, and now I'm really good with them. I love the Power Strokes too.
12 years old, and he does work on all of the Power Strokes with me, but as he said, the 6-liter is his favorite. As long as he stays out of trouble, he'll always have that truck. But, yep. All right, guys, so this is the truck that we are going to use for some racing this season. It's still going to be a street legal race truck. We are going to do a lot of stuff for this. As of right now, as of today, we have roughly 2 weeks to get this truck done and ready for a race that we are going to in Phoenix, Arizona. It is the race that Blessed Performance and Casey Turbos and whatnot is putting on, the blue collar race at Firewood Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. So this is the truck that we chose to do. It's going to change a whole lot. I believe it's got 207,000 miles on it right now. I'll check that in a little bit. As you can see, we've already taken a few things apart. It's been like this for a little while. A little backstory behind this truck: I actually bought this thing for about $5,000. Yeah, exactly $5,000, and I was told that it had blown head gaskets. I know a bunch of people in the industry that will agree with me. Some things about the 6-liter are just way overdiagnosed. I got it on the trailer, got it back to the shop, and just before we moved into this shop, I diagnosed it and figured out it was just a blown EGR cooler. So at the moment, it has a different EGR cooler on it. We'll just put it that way, so that it could be driven. And I had my wife drive this truck for roughly about 2.5, 3 months now, and I have not had a single problem with this truck. And like I said, it's got over 200,000 miles on it. So definitely a good purchase. At the time, the plan was to fix it up and sell it and make a little bit of money for other projects that we were doing. But this year has definitely changed the route of what we are doing. So at the moment, we are full tilt trying to turn this into a race truck. And we've got another one sitting right outside the shop that the original reason for building race trucks, the 72 Fast competition that's going on at UCC this year, I have entered it. My best friend, brother, Herbie Good from PKP Motorsports, he has entered it. He's actually the one that convinced me to do it. So the two of us are going in as teammates to both of these races, and we're going to have a good time. This year is all about, as me and Herbie have been calling it, make it or break it. We are going to either make a footprint in the industry or go back to just fixing stuff, I guess. Anyways, it is vermilion red. We are going to change a whole lot about this truck. Anybody that knows Herbie knows the things that he has taught me and his dad when it comes to paint and body and making it look good and all that good stuff. So given the time constraints, I don't know what all we're going to get done before the Phoenix race. So I'll tell you what I want to do. We'll see where we actually get by the time we get to the race. We're obviously going to paint match the bumper. I'm going to try and paint match some headlights for it. I don't know that we're going to use the stock ones yet. We might, just because of time constraints. Mirrors are going to change. We're going to get rid of the grandpa steps. We're going to lower the truck a little bit. We're going to try and fix a few dings and dents. I've already polished this truck out once, and as you can see, it's got road grime all over it because it has been a daily driver for a while now. Some small things like the scratches that are on it, we might not have time to fix that before the race, but we're at the very least going to polish it again, make it look good, and things like this. If I get time, we're going to swap the bed out, and I have another bed that we are going to paint for this one. I have a bed sitting outside that we were going to use for little man's Shorty truck that's sitting in the corner, so that we could put a good bed on it that's not beat up from me blowing up tires in little man's truck. It'll probably happen again, but that's part of having a burnout truck. Anyways, we are going to put different taillights in it. I have some Alpha Rexes that I'm going to take apart and try and paint match. At some point, I would like to do a roll pan on the back of this. We've got a newer style Super Duty bumper that's going to go into it. Just a bunch of little things. It needs a windshield, so that's going to get replaced. I am going to tint all the windows all the way around it, and hopefully we will have some time. Our guys over at Sticker Status in Boise, hopefully we can get some logos for the truck and have them make a banner and whatnot. We're going to paint match some door handles for it. Definitely have different wheels that are going on it. I just haven't decided which wheels are going to go on it yet, because that's a whole thing. We'll get there. Different mirrors. Paint match the cowling and the wipers, and just, some of the small touches. Like I said, this is stuff that I have learned from Herbie and his dad and some of the trucks that they build and sell. I'm real good at fixing stuff. I just recently learned how to paint and do some of this stuff from Herbie and his dad. So kind of a cool touch, kind of a cool thing to learn from some friends, and be able to hang out with the boys and have a good looking truck just like they do, because they are very good at what they do. If you don't know what they do, go check out Herbie and his dad, PKP Motorsports. You'll get to see all the trucks that they build and the things that they do. Pop the hood, we'll show it is literally a bone stock truck right now. $207,820 miles. Not much exciting about this. It is bone stock at the moment. The only work I've done to it since I bought it was that EGR cooler that was blown up. It is, I guess you could say, custom tuned at the moment by myself, and I'm learning. So I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's horrible. It runs clean. It moves out pretty good at the moment, but it's nothing special. I'm not a tuner. I'm just dabbling in my own stuff. That is literally the extent of that. Plans for this are, we have a motor that's sitting over here on the engine stand. It is full of DDPM parts. It has been completely machined, decked, all that good stuff. It's got fly cut D-lip pistons in it. I believe we went 20 over on that motor. It has a stage 2 DDPM cam in it. It is getting basically stock O-ringed heads from DDPM. I met Paul and learned about DDPM through Herbie and his father and the stuff that they build. They use the best in the industry, and for good reason. I have built motors with parts from all kinds of different companies, and not out to knock on any one of them, but I absolutely do agree with Herbie and his dad. I love doing business with Paul over at DDPM. He is a great guy. He knows his stuff, and he's got damn good products. So we're going to take that motor over there. We actually have some parts out right now getting powder coated for it, because like I said, the plan for this truck is to be a clean, nice, streetable slash go have fun at the racetrack on the weekends when we want to. We are doing powder coated front cover, oil pan, and valve covers at the moment. That's just what we had time to do before this race comes up. That motor is going to go in with all those pretty parts on it. And the blue collar race, we chose to go with the 68 mil turbo. I myself am going with a barter built turbo 68 mil for this. Herbie actually got a hold of James Barter for us and told him that we needed a turbo for this race, and he was awesome. Hooked it up in like just a week or two. He got a turbo built for us and ready to go. It showed up just a couple days ago. So as of right now, like I said, we've got about 2 weeks to get this truck together, and we are, as of tonight, after this video, we are going to strip all the stuff off of this truck so that we can get some paint match going. We've already got a few things that are prepped and ready to be painted. But we got some other things like the cowling and the wipers and whatnot that need to come off so that they can get painted. I'm going to take the mirrors off because those are getting changed out. So few things here and there that we need to do to it. For the next few days, we're going to prep and paint and get some things done. And then this week, we should have the head studs for the motor that we're building. And once those come in and the powder coated pieces come back Monday or Tuesday, I believe, we are going to spend a couple of nights just jamming on getting the motor built, finished built, I should say. And we're going to pop the cab on this. We are going to put the motor in. I have a 2400 stall, I believe it is, torque converter that we're going to put into it. We're putting some other goodies into the motor. We're obviously going to go with bigger fuel. Shout out to Fast Fuel Systems. They are actually sponsoring our 72 Fast truck. So we're going to put some fast stickers on everything that we own because we support the best in the industry. The Fast Fuel system that's going on this, I believe we are going to put a sump no drop kit 220. The 72 Fast truck that we are building, we actually got the fast system in just a week or two ago. That one is a 290 because for 72 Fast, we are actually going to build a 6.4 because I am a huge 6.4 fanatic. I know that they have problems just like the 6-liter does. I've always loved them since I worked at the dealership. So we're going to run with that and see what we can do. I'm not guaranteeing we're going to win anything, but damn it, we are going to have fun this year. Little man behind the camera wants us to do the YouTube and the TikTok and all the stuff and show everybody what we build. So we're going to get after it. We're going to have a good time. I'll put some clips in here of things that we do to the truck. We're going to pull the interior out. Well, some of the interior. We've got some plans going on in there too. And I'll throw some other clips in from things that have happened in the past few weeks. I was actually just with Herbie down in Cedar City, Utah at the Power Driven facility where he got his truck dynoed and kind of fine-tuned a little bit and just see what it did. He's running the Power Driven turbo on his truck. They're 68 mil. He did a damn good job down there. That truck, it runs amazing. It spools fast. It does a good job. It is actually sitting in my parking lot right now. I am towing both my truck and his truck to the two big races that we're going to. So as of yesterday, I came home with a 44-foot load trailer to tow behind my F450 so that we can get all of this stuff to all of these races. So like I said, it's a big year. There's a lot of changes going on for all of us. You'll see clips and videos of what we're doing on this in just a minute here. We just got back from running the draggy on this truck so that we could get kind of a little baseline of where the truck's at with just my mediocre little tune on it and stock injector, stock turbo, stock everything. It actually did pretty good. But we're gonna make some things happen this year. We're gonna have fun. Hopefully the YouTube things just to show people what we do and we have fun and keep little man out of trouble. He likes to edit videos, so we're gonna have a good time with that. You will see the Shorty, for those that don't know, is Herbie's old truck, his Shorty that he had. You'll see it all over his YouTube. We bought it from him because he was getting to other projects and whatnot. And I told him the day I met him, if he ever got rid of that thing, that truck is the reason why we met Herbie and became such good friends. So I told him if he ever got rid of that thing, I needed to be the one that knows about it, because me and Abel absolutely love the truck. And I know that it is Abel's favorite truck in the world. So it's technically Abel's truck. As a father, I have told Abel since day one, if he does good in school, keeps his grades up, and stays out of trouble, that truck will always be his. So that is why I call that truck his. Yes, I understand he is 12 years old and he's holding the camera smiling at me right now. But my 12-year-old does have a 700 horsepower truck with nitrous on it. And I will try and find some clips that we can throw up at some point of him doing a burnout in Meridian, Idaho at the Speedway for one of their events. They actually let me put him in the driver's seat and he got to go do a burnout all the way around the track. But yeah, you'll see a lot of stuff like that. We're going to build this truck. We're going to put that one back together. The motor that we are building was actually supposed to go in that truck, but this whole race thing came up and we're not rolling in the money around here. So we decided to reallocate that motor to this truck. We're going to take the stock motor out of this truck and get a good set of Paul's O-ringed heads from DDPM and throw them on this stock motor, because in conversations I've had with Herbie and his dad and my dad and Paul and everybody, the more burnouts we do with that truck and the hotter we get it all the time, we're going to keep roasting motors down. So we're going to keep throwing stock bottom ends in it with, we just got a stage 2 cam and some good heads that we're just going to keep doing that until the day that Abel starts driving it and it goes back to stock for a little while he learns how to drive on the street. But anyways, we are going to just keep throwing stock bottom ends in that thing, go out and have a good time with it, because for right now, that's just what it does. It is literally known as the burnout truck right now, because we just go out, roast tires off of it, and have a damn good time. And everybody seems to enjoy it. Everybody seems to enjoy that it's the 12-year-old's truck, and they enjoy it even more when they figure out that the 12-year-old works on it, the 12-year-old helps put tires on it, the 12-year-old works to help me put tires on it for the event. He busts his ass for everything that we do around here. He has helped me prep and paint and do everything that he wanted on that truck. And he also gets to drive it once in a while in certain conditions when we are somewhere like the racetrack where I can allow him to go out and do it in a safe environment. I'm not going to lie, it's not like I haven't let him pull it out of the shop and do a burnout or two in front of the shop. But, again, safe environment right here in front of the shop and our stuff around, not public stuff. So anyways, stay tuned. I hope everybody enjoys what we do around here. Like I said, we're just doing this for fun. If the YouTube thing blows up and people like seeing what we do around here, we'll keep doing it and we'll have a good time with it. That's all I care about. This truck has been affectionately named Sinister. No, not because of the company. People keep relaying it to the company, and that is definitely not why we did it. We did it because it's red, and hopefully by the time this thing is done, it just looks mean, and the name will hopefully speak for itself at that point. But yeah, we're going to do a bunch of stuff. The motor is getting a Thumper 2, welded standpipes from Herbie and his dad. We're going to do like a billet flex plate for it. We are going to do bigger injectors. I have 2 different sets of injectors. I have not decided what's going into it yet. Either the 250-100 hybrids that we have or the 225-100 conventionals that we have. As of right now, I think I'm going to go with the conventionals, but I'm going to have some conversations with the guys that help me do the actual tuning on stuff like this and figure out how to get it down the racetrack. My end goal with this is I want to take it to shows. I want it to look good. I want to have fun with it. We're definitely going to go race it in Phoenix, Arizona. When we get back, it is going to be outside of normal work around the shop. It is going to be full tilt trying to get the 72 fast truck put together. But it is a 2008, I believe it is, gray 4-door short bed 6.4. It was a truck that I actually got for my dad. And in the last few weeks, months, things have changed. We're going to do something else for dad, and we're going to use that one for the 72 fast race that we're going to. That truck hopefully will be, well, hopefully when it gets done, it will be the race truck for that race. And then after that race, we are going to keep racing it. I've wanted to race since I was a little kid, like Abel's age, 11, 12 years old. So we're going to get into it. We're going to have a good time. We're going to take it down the track. We're going to keep taking it down the track and go to as many events as we can. This one, on top of being the Phoenix truck and hopefully just a good looking truck to show off once in a while, we have plans to change up a few things after the Phoenix race. The Phoenix race, we are limited to the size of turbo that we can have in it. We can't have any power adders like nitrous or anything like that. We are not allowed to boosted launch it. We have to leave in two-wheel drive. We have to take the drive shaft out for it. A few different things that we have to do. So it is going to be, for the moment, specific built as far as power for that race. And we are going out to race this and be as competitive as possible, but we are also using this race, Herbie, myself, and a few other guys I've talked to get some seat time so that we can get used to the instant green light. And I think me and Herbie are actually going to do a couple different classes. We're going to run the blue collar race, which is what we originally were doing all this for. But when we get down there, it sounds like we will be able to double class. So we might be able to run like 770 or Sportsman's or something like that. So we're going to do anything we can just to get some seat time. Seat time is extremely important for all of us because most of us don't have a whole lot of drag racing experience. So outside of that, once this is built, we're going to come back. We already have plans to change up the air and possibly the fuel. It's definitely going to be a completely different beast, and we'll do a whole video on that. I know Herbie wants to see, Herbie knows the plans that I have for this truck. He actually helped me get that together, but there are big plans. We want to see what kind of power it'll make. We're supposed to see how it'll tow, but I'm about to mess up the whole rear spring pack. So if we're going to tow with it, I'm going to have to put some springs back on it after one of the races. So we're going to have a good time. Like I said, we're going to take this down the track. We're going to take the 72 Fast down the track. We might get the Shorty on the track this year just to see how it'll do. We're going to go to as many shows as we can. We're going to have fun. I'm going to shove this camera in little man's face so you can see him work on things since he's making me talk to it. We're going to have a good time. Let's get after it. All right, everybody. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We've put in some hours on the truck. As of today, the recording of this part of the video, we have exactly 1 week to finish this truck and get it ready for the next morning to load up on the trailer along with Herbie's truck and haul butt down to Phoenix, Arizona for the blue collar race. So we still have quite a bit to do. As you can see, shit mirrors. We got some things taken off of it. We got a bunch of parts taken off of it that we are going to paint. We got some powder coating done. I already talked about some of that. The interior of the truck at the moment is kind of torn apart. My pops is wiring in a remote start for me because what street race truck doesn't need a remote start, right? Anyways, we got a lot to going on here. We've got Alpha X taillights that I just finished taking apart. We're going to get those paint matched to the truck. That was a super big chore to take those apart, but now that I know the tricks, as I said, I'm not into gatekeeping. If people want to learn or know what we're doing and how we're doing it, leave a comment. I will do my best, or I'll make a video, or whatever it is people want to see. Figuring out how to take those things apart took me a few hours and 3 broken sets before I got that far. So if I can save somebody that heartache, we're on with that. Anyways, thanks for watching. We are doing what we can to turn this into a race truck and a street truck and a fun truck. We're going to get somewhere with this thing. We did a few extra things that I wasn't originally going to do. We swapped out the back window for a one-piece back window so that I can tint it along with all the other windows because all of my vehicles get tint. So our logos will show up better back there for our sponsors and our own stickers and things like that. We got a lot of suspension work left to do still. I got to pop the cab and put a motor in it still. I still need to do S&B cab mounts. We have a ton of stuff that needs to get done. I just got the tracking number today. Hopefully our fast fuel system will be in for this, hopefully by the end of the week. don't want to do that at the last minute, but we might. Shout out to Fast Fuel Systems. They are sponsoring us this year, technically on our 72 fast truck for the Indianapolis race at UCC. However, they still deserve a shout out because we have Fast Fuel Systems on every one of our vehicles now, except for the Shorty, which that'll be getting one here just a few months. Again, like, subscribe, and share the videos. If you want to see more, drop a comment and let us know what you want to see. I'll do my best to share my knowledge and my time. And if you don't like and subscribe, then I have a 12-year-old that's going to be really upset because I'm going to get my way and I won't have to stand in front of this damn thing anymore.